Hi, I'm Aeon, and this is a video. Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. What's up? I'm Aeon. Welcome to Geometry Dash. Today, I have a little bit of a confession to make. So we all know that the Gauntlets came out in like 2.1, right? They came out with 2.11, I think, and they're pretty cool. They're a bunch of collections of levels that are pretty neat, pretty cool, and yeah, pretty much everyone beat them. They were just like, hey, let's just beat these, get the rewards that we wanted, to move on with our life. And Rob has said there's gonna be a more Gauntlet, but I'm just gonna show you. Yeah, I didn't finish them. I never actually finished all the gauntlets, so I have 3 of the gauntlets left. I have the Death, Monster, and Time Gauntlets that I have not completed. So I just kind of wanted to go back and just look at the gauntlets and be like, hey, were the gauntlets really that good? So I think it's gonna be fun. We're gonna start off with a fire gauntlet. We're gonna work our way up, and then yeah, hopefully I can do something. I don't know. They're 5 stars, 6 stars, 7 stars. They probably shouldn't be that hard, but then again, it's also me. I kind of blow at this game. These levels are ridiculous though. This level has 48 million plays and downloads, which is absolutely absurd. So we're gonna hop into it. We're gonna have some fun. But before we get into the meat of things, you guys should subscribe. It would mean a lot. We've been growing really fast recently, and I really appreciate it. So join. We're starting a revolution. We're gonna take over Robtop Games. It's my company now. You want to be part of that? Yeah, you do. Why did he update it to say Fire Gauntlet? Oh, I forgot to have sound on. Lol. That is so loud. Holy. Okay, there we go. That kind of scared me. Jesus Christ. So okay, this level. Right? This level is kind of funny to me because in a way it reminds me very much of how the very early 2.1, 2.0 levels looked like. Whereas like everything was just cut and dry, the exact same level over and over again, which is why everyone's like, oh, 2.1 and 2.0 were just really bad because there was no personality to it. Obviously that's not the case now. Now levels look absolutely fantastic, but that was like the basis for everything ever. Like everything looked the exact same. Like this as well. Like this looks exactly like half the other levels ever. I have such a hard time calling it like a good level, you know? Oh god. Did I really just miss that? Whatever. I'm very good at this. I've not been able to first attempt a 5-star today. I'm so good at this game. Pro player, by the way. This level has a little bit more personality. I still feel it's a little bit empty though. Like a lot of these levels are just very empty. I feel like, okay, so I'm gonna put out my my little hot take here. I think that a lot of the reason why people have such low standards for what should be rate worthy from like newer players specifically is because the gauntlets are just generally very simplistic and very average levels. I see on a lot of levels that take from like this kind of style, and it's just Rob is like, yeah, that is good enough. It's kind of funny to see though how drastically downloads drop off. The first one in the Fire Gauntlet had 48 million downloads. This one only has 10 million. Huh, interesting. Shock has less, I think. Wait, no, this one has 15 million. What the fuck? How does Shock have more downloads? What? Excuse me? I mean, to be fair, the Danzmen's level. Danzmen's levels always did very, very well, like generally speaking. But what? Anyway, why is it shaking? Is he like using move triggers to make shakes? Because I sure as hell do not have shake enabled. And I first attempt. No, God, that's transitions, bro. It's such a Danzmen's transition. So far, though, I gotta admit, the levels have been very not good. This is a good one though. I remember Magmatic Sanctuary just because of how like everyone was like, oh, Magmatic Sanctuary is impossible, but like thematically speaking, I feel like this is like one of the best levels, honestly. I always really liked this one, even though it was near impossible. But then again, Radiation V2 has always been a fantastic creator, so. But because we are here, and as I said, we're gonna be doing this, let's actually do these levels. Let's do the gauntlets that I haven't done. Then we can move further at a later point. Ooh. What the fuck? Huh? Why did that not work? This is a very typical old school good Darwin level, when Darwin was a lot more experimental. I really miss experimental Darwin. Like, I feel like Darwin just kind of fell into a trap of just reproducing a lot of very similar levels a lot of the time. which was a shame because I always thought Darwin was like a really, really good like experimental creator who had a lot of like really cool effects and ideas. And this one kind of shows that. Like, this is a very simple level, but it's really cool. That was really sick. Oh, okay. That's so cool. That was so awesome. Hello? Why is this level actually sick? Whoa, hello? I don't even know what to say. That was just awesome. Hello? Not sure how I feel about this little thing. It felt kind of intrusive, if I could say that. Like, I didn't really see what I was supposed to do until it was a little bit too late. But this is so cool. This level is actually awesome. Hello? That ending was really buggy. I had to, at the end there, beat it on 60 hertz because that ending just did not want to work for some reason. But otherwise, that's a really cool level. I really liked it. I'm just sad that the ending just kind of ended up ruining for me. Either way, the brand silver level. So far, I jumped. This level is fine, though. I think it's just an okay level for what it's supposed to be. I'm really bad at judging, like, super easy stuff. Like, this is a 5-star. So judging it isn't the same as judging an easy demon. I can't really comment on whether or not the gameplay is good or not for 5-star. It's very sight readable. It's very simple. It's very easy and straightforward. I'd much rather play this than play something that's just horrible to like read. I think that's the most important part for like easy levels is the readability, and I feel like that's a lot of the reason why the Gauntlet levels are chosen the way that they are, because they're sight readable. But yeah, I feel like this level's fine. I feel like this is a very typical older level though. This was back when we were way less strict on like air decoration. We weren't as anal about the fact that levels needed to fill out the space, fill out the void. So there's not a lot of things here, though it could also be like just an aesthetic choice because of the song. The song is very common, but I do feel like there was definitely a time where we just didn't focus a lot on air decoration. It was all just how the visuals were in terms of like the foreground. Background was just like an afterthought, and this definitely feels like one of those levels where background is just an afterthought. There's like cogwheels here that are just kind of scattered around willy-nilly that don't really like feel like they serve much of a purpose. Timeless by Sir Hadoken. Ooh, it's a Hado level. I love Sir Hadoken stuff. Conk is one of my favorite insane demons. I think this is gonna be fun, but this might be back when Hado was like, yeah, this is definitely back when Hado was like less of just do what he feels like and more of a mass-produced levels that are just like the bare minimum. Because there was definitely a period in time where Sir Hadoken was one of the people who just produced levels for the sake of producing levels. There wasn't like a lot of personality to it. But this level's pretty fine. I like those saws. I like the background here. Okay, so there's just a bunch of orbs I have to click to get that. Okay. Why am I dying? I just straight up did not click. I just rammed into the wall. I was like, you know what? Today I feel like kissing the wall on the mouth. Also, why am I not able to sight read that spider part? That spider part is just like straight up extreme demon. Not gonna lie. Oh my god. That coin as well is extreme demon. Not gonna lie. It's the hardest thing I've ever tried. This is harder than any timing level I've ever tried. Okay, this is a pretty neat part. There's a lot of use of white. I know that Hado nowadays don't really like using white a lot. So it's funny to see the contrast of new age and old age Hadoken. But yeah, this level is just very okay. It's a very mediocre level. I think the clock part is pretty good. The clock part is solid. I like it a lot. Half past 12 by Hayanada. This is 7 stars. This might actually be a little bit harder. But then again, I don't know how hard a 7 star is, dude. I genuinely have no clue. This is the problem of never playing anything that's easier than a demon. I have no clue how hard 7 stars are supposed to be. Can I start reading this? I have no clue. I don't know. Maybe. I like the 1230 there, though. It's like, haha, that's the level name. Breaking the fourth wall, anyone? Love to see it. Oh. I have no clue how the hell I'm supposed to do this part. Even though you are a worthless, greedy lot. I got the coin. Let's go. That ending was kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about like the long ass end just being nothing. But yeah, that was fine. That was a-okay. Oh, Rose! Dude, this is like one of my absolute favorite like levels ever. I love Rose. Rose by the Devon is masterpiece of a level. Like, this is easily one of my favorite non-demons. I get asked a decent amount, like, Aeon, what are your favorite non-demons? And this level is easily one of them. Rose is absolutely stellar. I almost forgot about this level, bro. There's like one of those levels that I just randomly remember at times. Oh, it's just so good. I was not supposed to jump there. For some reason, I thought I could get the coin. I could definitely not get the coin. That was my fault for stupid. No, I went down too fast. So what you're supposed to do is you go up and go down a little bit late and then hit that. I just went down like immediately. That was my fault for sucking. God, I love that ending so much. It's so good. This level does so much right. It's insane. Ah, it's so good. Actually gorgeous. Banger level. I cannot get over how good Rose is, man. It's such a great level. Yeah, that's the Time Gauntlet. For the most part, I think that was good. Mind Control was fantastic. I don't like the buggy ending of it, but overall, Mind Control is a fantastic level, just in general. It has a very good atmosphere. It's very nice ambience. It's well crafted. Silence was a little bit boring. I feel like Silence is probably the most boring of the levels. It doesn't really fit with the Time Gauntlet theme. It doesn't really fit with Time. Timeless was decent. It had its moments. I think the one with the clock background and stuff was really, really good, but I feel like it fell off afterwards. All the white parts were not that, they were pretty mediocre. Half-Fast 12 had its top moments. It was good for the most part. I feel like the ending could have been done a little bit better. It was just nothing except for 2 dashers for the last like 15%, which is lame. And then Rose, mwah, beautiful. I love Rose. It's great. What do we get? Wait, I got an icon. Wait, lol. Okay, Monster Gauntlet time. Slam by Rafer. This is a fan favorite. So many people love Slam. I'm not like the biggest Rafer fanboy like a lot of other people. A lot of people are like, oh dude, Rafer's like the greatest creator of all time, or the greatest design creator of all time. I think Rafer is fantastic. I really like Rafer, but I do not think, I'm one of the few people who don't think that he is one of the greatest. I think he's great, but not greatest, if that makes sense. But Slam, I feel like Slam is probably peak Rafer. And I don't know, there's just something about like how huge the level feels. Like this level feels massive, which is something I think is really, really cool. Also, that head jump is really epic. It's really sick. Dude, I think Rafer is just one of the best people ever to just use color. Rafer just knows how to color. I bet Rafer was that one kid who was like really good with coloring books in like kindergarten, and every kid was just like super jealous of him. And the end screen of Slam is just mwah, beautiful. Absolutely stellar level. Slam is great, bro. Slam is a very good level. It's a little bit long in my books. I think it's a little bit too long, but hey, overall, I think Slam is just mwah, beautiful. Fantastic level. Very good start to the Monster Gauntlet. Danzmen level. All right, OMG Aliens by Danzmen. Not gonna lie, I'm one of the dislikers of Danzmen, but I will have to admit, OMG Aliens is actually not that bad. I think this is one of the better Danzmen levels. I think OMG Aliens as well as Wrath are like 2 of his better levels. Just because they have like a distinct theme to them. They just know exactly what they want to accomplish. And they accomplish it in a decent way. Oh, Danzmen boss fight. Love to see them. Never been the biggest Danzmen boss fight fan, but it's fine. It feels like you're very close to death at all points, though, during that boss fight. That boss fight felt extremely just... oh boy, you're gonna die now. So far, though, with the theme of the gauntlet that this is in, the Monster Gauntlet, this is actually really good. Both the levels so far in the Monster Gauntlet have been very monster-like, surprisingly enough. I know, it's crazy to think about that they've been monster-like when they're in the Monster Gauntlet, but they have been. Here we go, we did it. Thumbs up. We beat the level. No way. This is a good level. I think this is a very good level for the Monster Gauntlet specifically. I think OMG Aliens does a job great. Oh, it's this level. Monster Mischief. I love this level. I remember this level when it came out. I actually really like this level. I always did. I think this is like a fantastic level. It's just kind of hard. I always thought this should have been an easy demon personally. Nice. Don't click like that, Aeon. That's stupid. Why am I clicking there? One thing I do not like about this in particular is the fact that the boss is like in front of your face at all times, which it makes it hard to look ahead. That's just a gripe that I have with a lot of boss fights in general. That's why I'm not a huge boss fight fan. It's just simply because you can't see anything. I think it's genuinely like a big problem with boss fights in general with this game is that you cannot see like half the time. See, I like this method where it's just they're from behind. They're just don't say that, Aeon. Don't say the monster's trying to take you from behind. Anyway, you get what I mean. There we go. I did it. Okay, cool. That's a good level overall. I just kind of wish that the spider part would be a little bit easier to see, simply because spider parts are just hard. Like, it's hard to see in spider parts like that because spider is such an instant game mode. Like, it's fine with cube and stuff where you have a little bit of time to react, but with those specific parts, you don't really have any time to react, which is, in my opinion, a huge issue. Anyway, over to Mechanism by Aeon. I don't know. This level seems so far to be like the least monster-like in my opinion. The boss fight is literally just the gauntlet. I don't know, I find that kind of funny personally, where it's just like, you're fighting the gauntlet itself. Haha, look at that, look at him go. The boss fight is just not that interesting, and it's just, I don't know, I don't like the abundant use of black and white or black and gray that a lot of old levels use. In some levels it's fine, but this song just doesn't fit the black and white or the grayscale theme. Like, you just grayscale with some colors splattered around for contrast. Sure, it looks okay, but it's just boring, you know. All right, very okay level. I feel like that's just a mid-tier level. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just very whatever. Definitely the weakest link of the Monster Gauntlet so far, though. Hellgate Menace by Chase. This level, a lot of people don't like. I think this level is fantastic. Chase is just a great creator. I do not understand the amount of hate Chase gets on a lot of his stuff. Like, sure, they're a little bit hard at times, but Chase's levels are just so good, bro. All right, yeah, I think I should be fine. It is really just passing like one part of the boss fight, and after that it's completely a-okay. But there's one part of the boss fight that's definitely like slightly annoying, so I can definitely see why people dislike this now, but it's not too bad. I shouldn't let like a couple clicks determine whether or not the level's good. What? Okay, there we go. I did it. Let's go. I can definitely see why people dislike that. It's a good level, don't get me wrong. There's just a couple things, and the indicators are just not the best, which just automatically makes it slightly annoying, in my opinion. Slam is fantastic. OMG Aliens is very good for what it's supposed to be. Monster Mischief is great, wonderful level, though I do wish the boss fight was a little bit better. Mechanism, boring. I don't feel like it fits. Hellgate Menace fits perfectly. I just think that there are a few things with the level that should be fixed, mainly the indicators for the boss fight itself. Other than that, though, I feel like the Monster Gauntlet is absolutely fantastic. I actually really like it. I think it's wonderful. And then over to the Death Gauntlet. I have 84 in practice on this. That's not a good sign to begin with. It's a Dastasy level, which is already a fantastic start. Love Dastasy. But the fact that I have 84 in practice mode is not a good sign for what's to come. Hopefully this isn't too bad, though. It doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad so far. Reminder that I was a lot worse at the game back when these came out. So naturally could just be me just not being good enough to be bothered back then. Anyway, so far this looks good. Not very deathy. Not very death-like in my personal humble opinion. But what do I know? Probably just the boss fight that's going to be deathy. Yeah, that's a very death-like boss fight if I've ever seen one. I mean, it's a skull. Can't get much more death than a skull, right? Why did I give up at 84? Hello? I genuinely do not understand why I gave up at 84. I mean, other than the boss fight, though, I don't really feel the I don't really feel like this is like a death level, you know? But then again, what is a death level? Just bones? Is the indicator for a death level just a bunch of bones and structures? I'm not supposed to click there. I'm very not smart, apparently. I fluked the boss fight. How did I do that? I'm actually genuinely impressed by myself. Damn, okay. I see you, Aeon. Damn. Time for Shuriken by Ferdefunky. This has to be a good level, right? It's a Ferdefunky level. This has already like a really ominous, nice aura to it. I really like it. But again, as I said, it's literally a Ferdefunky level. It's like peak Geometry Dash. Though this is also much older Ferdefunky, keep in mind. Ba, 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 ba. Cool. Neat level overall. Shouldn't take too long to beat. I'll probably beat this like first or second attempt. I go try to get chips out of my chip bag. Once I pass 7%. There we go. Now I'll beat it first or second attempt. Just need to get past that, you know? You know how it is, right? Right? Overall, though, this level's pretty neat. I like this level. I think it's a decently okay level. You can definitely tell it's pretty old, though. Based on how much lower quality this is than, like, regular Ferdefunky levels. Like, it's definitely not a bad level by any means. I still think it's a high quality level. But you can very clearly tell that Ferdefunky has gotten much better at creating since then. There we go. I did it. Pog of Champ. Pog of Champ. That was a solid level. Very solid level. So for not a lot of death, though. But Predator, this sounds like a death level. Oh, it's this level. I remember this level. This level was fire. If I remember correctly, this is probably the best level in the Death Gauntlet. I always really like this level. I don't know what it is about it. There's just something about this level that has a lot of like charm to it. This level is sick. I love the boss fight design for this thing. Like, it just looks creepy and ominous. It gives me like a very cool boss fight vibe. I don't know what it is. This ending is sick, dude. What a stellar level. What a great level. I'm very excited to actually just beat this. Okay. Nice. Cool. Solid level. Very solid level. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. I just think that's a good level. I feel like this definitely portrays the death theme the best so far out of the levels. So I'm excited to see the last two. Oh, a dust. Oh, we're getting easy demons now. Let's go. Finally, my forte. I can do easy demons. Easy demons are like my shit. Do I remember how to do this level? Absolutely not. Will I be able to do it? Probably. We're finally on to demons. Didn't think I was going to be able to do demons today. A dust is a really easy one, though. So, I don't really have anything to say. There's no way I just first attempted that. What? I'm actually genuinely surprised. I think that's like one of the first demons I've ever first attempted without actually knowing like what to do. Wow, I'm proud of that one, dude. I'm really proud of that one. Is that death themed? No, not at all. It's like as far from death themed as you get it. The behemoth. Oh, I remember this level. This level is cool. It's a very long one though. This part just straight up doesn't work. Help. That a 60 thing? No, it just straight up doesn't work. Hello? I don't know what to say. I can't do that. I can't do it. It's just not working. 90% just straight up is not a functioning part of the level. That's kind of a shame. I wanted to beat that, but I guess not. I guess that's it. I can't finish off the Death Gauntlet. Cool. Thumbs up. I love it like that. Oh, I didn't get this. I got a skull. We have over 9,000 things. Diamonds. Pog. That's awesome. Anyway, I have nothing else to say. I thought for the most part, they've aged pretty well. I thought the Fire Gauntlet obviously hasn't aged that well. I think Magmatic Sanctuary is probably the best one of them. But like, Time Gauntlet has aged surprisingly well. I liked a lot of the levels. I think these three are obviously not the best. I think they've aged like not poorly, but they've definitely aged. My Control and Rose though, fantastic levels. They have barely aged at all. I think they're wonderful. As for the Monster Gauntlet, I think there's a lot of very good levels in here. I don't really agree with Mechanism being Monster Gauntlet, but I think the other 4 levels are very, very solid overall. I think OMG Aliens is definitely one of Danzmen's best. Monster Mischief, Slam, put right from the radar. Hellgate Menace, great level. As for the Death Gauntlet, while not death levels, especially a dust, I think overall they're very high quality, good levels. So I think the gauntlets have aged very well, in all honesty. I really like them, if I'm being completely honest with you. I think they're good. I definitely think they're a good level, all in all things considered. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that guys gonna do by now. Thank you so much for making my day better. Hope my day was a little bit better too. I'll talk to you guys later. Eat your greens, stay healthy, stay hydrated. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Tell me what you guys think about the gauntlet as well, by the way. I would love to hear.